Now got to try and respond. Back-to-back centuries. And the frame just now. A wonderful frame from Judd Trump. His final in 2019 when he, as Neil has already alluded to, basically won the match in the first session. That get to his fourth Shanghai Masters final and finally get his hands on one of the few trophies to have eluded him. But if he...
One wonders if a re-rack is about to happen here. Now the likelihood is they'll set these up, I think. Position is not really beneficial to either player. But I think O'Sullivan needs to win it one way or another, this frame more than anything, just win the frame.
At the moment, all aspects of Trump's game, this great start into a really tangible advantage at the end of this session. We saw what happened yesterday when Mark Selby was on top of Sean Murphy, led happen. It proved to be significant. Trump caught that a bit thick, which is why the cue ball is...
Yeah, could have really done with that going in. And
one.
yeah, I mean, the plant was there. What's emerging from this match so far?
7.
Trump is great at engineering something significant from a difficult century, and the previous frame was fantastic.
13.
The two balls away from each other would bring the pink into play. Yeah. He only had one scoring ball at the top end.
Nine.
Yeah, played it well. He had to hold there on this. This
25.
time he's overscrewed.
Extraordinary. Hasn't been beaten since 2016. But that
31.
must be, how big is that lead going to be? At the moment, O'Sullivan can't.
38. $45.
The significance of that short-range red that O'Sullivan missed out of nowhere when he taken complete control.
$51.
Still got a bit to do.
Glued to the left cushion from the early part of the frame before this break ever started. He's always having to play recovery shots, but when he's going, he seems to do it all the time. Even here, it's
57.
been hard graft. Needs another red. Follow this pink. So yeah, we're looking at O'Sullivan needs to win it. Two of them at least.
64.
Another. It's an apt nickname because once he gets going, he's very difficult to stop, Judd Trump. Major finals, 5 titles. Of course, O'Sullivan produced similar heroics, but since he missed that red, he's not potted a ball.
$85. $93.
Consecutive century. Brilliant stuff. Determined to end this losing streak against Ronnie O'Sullivan. It stretches back 5 matches.
Better century than 3. The black was always safe. He only got the black into play when the frame was won. It's in a row. We have seen it already this week because Joey Long made 3 in a row in his earlier matches, one of his matches against Barry Hall. It's still a great achievement to knock in 3 back-to-back centuries. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
120.
And now he's Judd Trump playing beautifully.
Exhibition snooker from Judd Trump. O'Sullivan well used to meting out the kind of punishment he's another chance for Trump to get in.
One.
That would be his shot of choice here.
4.
It's a good shot, that is, because
12.
once you'll knock in a red, but he's going to have to go for this bunch here. Well, that's even to take 4 reds out, and he has.
$18.
Looking unstoppable. Yeah.
24.
Corner, because the cue ball's going to be on the left side here. No way around it. But nothing seems to be stopping him.
Without reply, did it against Ricky Walden in the 2014 Masters quarterfinals, 556.
It was a complete demolition, as you can imagine. It was almost over before it started, that match. Well, yeah, I think it is tight. Might just go.
38.
Well, this will be in excess of 400 points without reply, with this black going in.
He didn't look anything like this. The first couple of frames, he was a bit
46.
tentative, and so was O'Sullivan. Not getting the positional side right.
54.
Yeah. No, that's so well played. So well played. Wasn't.
$62.
Have to go in. Well, frames one now.
$68. $25. 76.
Assuming Trump does go on to make a 4th century here, back in the 2000 building stakes. Mark Allen, Stephen Maguire, Gary Wilson, Jack Lazowski, who of course did it to Sean Murphy at the UK Championships.
They can't get on the reds from the black because the pink's in the way. Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame.
Ronnie O'Sullivan looking a little chastened as he breaks off in frame 8. He's been reduced to a passenger in this match by the on 82. O'Sullivan hasn't seen a pot since he knocked in a green in frame 4.
Oh, brilliant. So that's the end of the unanswered points. 4 centuries in a row never happened. 24. And as you say, he looks like...
Oh, goodness. Just after finally getting a bit of traction with that great long
Ronnie
red and a really
O'Sullivan's
nice...
Foul. Enemies. Judd Trump 4.
Yeah, and he just made it this one, and there was a lot of knocked it on anyway. Getting on the red's not easy. Done okay. He's always going to finish there. So no pot intended for once.
Judd Trump 3.
This is ill-directed. You could see it a long way out there. All other options, not much use to him. Yeah, it's worth the risk, I suppose. Corner. Now he's missed a pretty easy red to the left pocket as well. Left middle in this frame.
But of course, if O'Sullivan were to be able to rally to win the last 2 frames of this session, as we saw yesterday, 6-3 is retrievable.
Bottom of the bunch might go, not much else seems to. Want to be on something other than that one.
1.
Now this must go in. Very well done.
5.
He knows had he missed that, then you'd expect Judd to win the
6.
frame again. You know, I'd be really annoyed at O'Sullivan because he just started to do a little bit of the, oh, now he's in a snooker that he's got to find a way out of, and I'm not sure he's feeling all that great, so I wonder if he'll just lunge. Hit the right edge of the bottom right red. Well, that was the plan. Oh, goodness, it's gone completely wrong.
One. Ball.
Yeah, not a great kiss.
Seven.
Lucky breaks.
Well, he'll certainly feel he's due a victory over Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's been on the wrong end of consecutive Northern Ireland Open final victories by 9-7. The Masters win in 2019.
23.
Among the highlights, and some of the others he just had to sit and watch. He's kind of watching again now, but on the as a consequence of not.
30.
Again, it looks absolutely perfect. Work to do.
$36.
Needs 2 more reds.
$44.
The World Championship was otherwise an outstanding season. Yet another one from Judd Trump. Who would have believed this scoreline at the outset?
52.
When he's in this mood, yes, he's had a bit of luck in this frame, but the vast majority of what he can live with this, and that's the uniqueness of this sport, that
59.
when your opponent's playing as Trump is, can do except sit in the mire.
And some dazzling shots, an array of shots that he's got, which no other
64.
player really.
Maybe doesn't have the forensic, his ability to keep a break going. There's no ball on the table that's safe when he's in this mood. It's been a fantastic. Can he put the icing on the cake in this final frame of the first session? 10, of course, is the target to play Sean Murphy.
One.
Well, he gets supported anyway. Support in this frame. As Phillips as well tonight.
6.
He needs this frame, and he needs to win a lot of the early frames this evening, or else this game is over.
7.
But ultimately, Trump still needs to win. Oh, you're joking. Oh, you're joking.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
For whatever reason, O'Sullivan just has not been engaged today. Think back to the red he missed in that 4th frame, which is another inexplicable error, except to say that he's taken a battering, and in this tournament, inevitably it has to end at some point.
9.
Barring something remarkable, it's going to be. But at the moment,
17.
everything is coming easy to him.
Prime now. I mean, they really are. This is like a little
25.
practice session. You might. Thinks it goes. It didn't seem likely
33.
from Sullivan. Might be thinking about how this session has just descended into this.
40. $48. $56.
Well, not much more required. Red colour. Was to miss. I think Ronnie will just be looking for the door anyway. I think
64.
he's had enough for this session.
10-3. He's threatening something even more comprehensive here, including the COVID interruption.
Yeah, I mean, the nature of snooker is that while you get
72.
too evenly matched, the nature of the game is that only one player can be at the table. So if you are on the receiving, one player totally dominant, the other player out of sorts. And I think
78.
either the red that he missed earlier maybe gave Judd a boost. Either way, he's a freaky. He's good for it, Judd Trump. He deserves to be miles in front.
84.
He's got better and better.
Looking of this tournament.
Foul.
Oh, what a shame. He managed to pop the red. Unfortunately for him, the white went in as well.
Sullivan's won the first two. He's still in trouble, but I guess the next thing is to get this to the interval and then just make Trump think about things during that 15 minutes. But if he could be 8-5.
Of course, we've got a packed house again here at the Shanghai Indoor Stadium, so all that adds to just increasing the tension slightly for Judd. The adrenaline would have been pumping when he'd missed that blue. His heart would probably have been in his wonderful long red. That's what the best players are able to do. They're able to just brush off the disappointment of the previous frame very quickly.
To win it, so it's definitely very high up his list of tournaments he wants to tick off.
Another superb positional shot there from Judd.
Nine.
So he's got one red at the back of the pack that's into play. He's got a couple of options. Yeah, so leaving himself on this red here. Play through and hold for black. Played it with pace. He's okay.
15. $20.
He went 9-0 up after the first session, so needs one more to win and reach the Crucible for the first time. And you can imagine back out 9-1, 9-2, 9-4 at the interval. Okay, well, still a great lead. 9-5. He went 9-8 through, but he didn't look like a man who won a match. So that's not the sort of anxiety you want, basically, is what I'm saying.
Okay, you may have chances and the odd mistake may creep in, but you are relying on your opponent to some degree as well, and kind of out of your hands a little bit. And then it all just becomes very anxious.
$43.
The two reds. Well, they've got the plan nicely done through the middle of these reds. It'll have to go in. Now, just a delicate little cannon into the reds. Well, there is one that goes. He needs that cue ball to run. Well, he's willing that cue ball to...
Obviously, and it should be 9-3. Good response after failing to put away that last frame, missing the blue, clearing up. This is more in keeping with how he played in the first. And the ship has been duly... And now, of course, he has a chance for a 4th century. Sean Murphy, one player.
69.
It's building up to being a memorable Sunday.
70.
Between two.
This has been a really well-crafted break from Judd Trump throughout. He's had a number of questions to answer.
78.
I suppose he's taken the scenic route. He's worked it out really well.
As an observer looking for clues that a player might be feeling pressure, and I guess he could have picked
86.
some up in the first couple of... He's seeing the winning line ahead of him and he's making a dash for it. O'Sullivan watching on, he needs help, doesn't he? He
94.
needs Trump to semi-final. And he's getting closer now to 1,000 for his career. 9-8.
103.
Takes a special kind of player to put up one of the game's greats, if not the greatest.
106.
See him producing this kind of form in such a big event for this wonderful crowd. They absolutely love him out here.
110. Century number 4. One more frame required. Oh dear.
A little bit too thick, so this red is available for Judd to the green bag. And of course he knocks it in.
Seven.
Wasn't probably the end of the season that he would have liked after such a dominant season.
14.
Chose not to play in the first, decided to just keep himself away from the table, probably just recharge the batteries fully. He's played his way into this event. He's got gradually better as it's gone on. And he's potted the red, but he needs to hang on this blue.
20.
Now, can he get into these reds? He's going the 2 cushion route. There's not a lot of pace on that cue ball, but my goodness me.
25.
It is. You almost expect to be on a red.
Judd Trump, 26. Foul.
It's quite good to see Ronnie choosing to play the correct shot. That red a step too far to left middle.
The match. Be a satisfying win. He's lost the last 5 against O'Sullivan, if he can come through here. But then it's move on to the final. People just, put the cue down and thought about other things. Because believe it or not, there are other things in the world other than to have. If you're at the top of the game, you're earning a lot of money. You can do that, of course. You can sit the odd tournament out. O'Sullivan does it himself.
You look at Judd's season, 5 wins, 3 runners-up, 3 semis, 5 quarter-finals last year. Pretty much every time he got his cue
13.
out. It can just have an impact on you come the end of the year. you know, I'm not a believer in this, but you know, we all want to play snooker and we will play regardless, but
19.
just mentally it's good though, as did Sean Murphy yesterday. Both of them the star boys in this event so far this week, and what a final we've got
here in Shanghai. So just a slight stumble early in the to lead 9-3, and this now is match ball for Judd Trump,
31.
who is going to be through to a fourth Shanghai Masters final, looking.
It's been near perfect snooker for Judd Trump today. I'm sure he'll be really it's going to be an incredible day of snooker.
Ronnie O'Sullivan's 21 high has come to an end. Judd Trump with an emphatic